Okay, today we will discuss parts of the computer. A computer basically is having four main parts: monitor, which is the screen of the computer; keyboard, which is having 114 keys; CPU, which is central processing unit, also called the brain of the computer; and mouse, which helps to select all the things which we want and move the move the slides. Okay, now what is a CPU? CPU basically it's a brain of the computer, and it's the most important part of the computer, and it does all the tasks. It control all the other parts of the computer, like we told: monitor, keyboard, mouse. These parts, they are connected to the CPU, and they perform their tasks because of the CPU. Moving on to the monitor. Monitor basically it looks like a TV screen, and CPU uses the monitor to show us photos, movies, games. The front portion of the monitor is called the screen, and it is displayed on the monitor. Keyboard. There are about 114 keys on the keyboard which are used in order to use the computer. They are like small buttons, and each key has a number, letter, word written on it. Just like we use a pencil to write on a paper, so in order to write something on the computer, we use a keyboard. The last most important part of the computer is a mouse. It is used to point at items shown on the monitor. The mouse usually has two or three buttons and a small wheel between the buttons, which you all can see. It's in it's red in color. Okay, there is one more material there is one more equipment which is also used with the computer, that's printer. It helps out to print various materials which we download in the computer, and if we want its print out, so the printer helps out to do all that work. Speakers, they actually are there to listen different kinds of things which we want to listen through it. The speakers are very important if we want to listen the videos, and we want to uh, listen any lecture. Okay, now we have got some worksheets for the students. Like the question number 1, it says color the parts of the computer: monitor in yellow, CPU in blue, keyboard in green, and mouse in red. So these are given, and the students, they have to color all these four parts of the computer. Question number 2 says identify which are the parts of the computer and circle them. Now we have got different parts of the computer, and we have to select from the list and we have to circle them. Okay, worksheet number 1.2 says write the names of the parts shown below. Now there are filling the blanks which the students have to fill. Like the first one is actually monitor, but the spelling is not completely written over here. There are blanks which the students have to fulfill, and they have to clear their concepts, their spellings. Okay, in this worksheet the students have to do matching. Pictures are given, and on the right hand side the different parts of the computers names are given, so they have to match accordingly. Okay, now in this exercise, question number 5, certain wires are shown. So they have to join the wires to the correct place. Like we have got the wire of the monitor, then the mouse, keyboard, and the CPU. Question number 6 says search for the parts of the computer in the following picture. Now there is a picture and the students they have to search parts of the computer in this particular picture. Question number 7 is based on true and false. A statement is given and the students they have to tell that whether the statement is true or false using T for true and F for false. Okay, now this is also a great creative activity which the teachers can do with the students. That is that each student is going to act as a part of a computer and they are going to ask question and answer related to the parts of the computers from each other. And then the teachers can also play the games which are